You're listening to the Restoration Podcast, conversations of hope and healing. Join us as we talk about subjects dealing with ministry, faith, everyday life, and other hot topics. Our prayer is that these conversations bring encouragement to your life. All right, so today's episode is all about Share Fair. What is Share Fair, you ask? I'm glad you asked. We're going to give you a really long answer. This is a restoration podcast first because we've never had 5 people at the same time. And I like it. I think it looks great. And we've never had this many females at the same time. And it's very intimidating seeing 4 ladies stare at me. So we're going to let you talk here soon so you're not all looking at me. But first, I want everyone to just quickly introduce themselves. What's your name? What do you do for a living? How long have you attended our church? And then if you serve, where do you serve? So we'll start right here.
Yep. I'm Cindy Davis, and I am a school teacher. I've taught school for 38 years. Currently I teach reading, and I love that part of my job. I've taught first grade, third grade, and I've subbed in a lot of different classrooms also. Mm-hmm. We've attended Restoration Church for 28 years. We started coming when Michaela was 11 months old. I remember that. And I serve anywhere that I'm asked, but usually... the camera.
That's right.
One is my favorite, and I serve in the nursery. And I just try not to say no. I like to help out.
Mm-hmm. All right, next.
My name is Erin Strawn, and I have a small trucking company, and we've been coming to Restoration Church for like 5 or 6 years. And I'm the auctioneer, so I guess that's kind of serving. I like to sing in the choir, and then I signed up for the welcome committee, even though I'm a natural welcomer, so I just kind of naturally do that, but now I'm like signed up, so. So.
Sweet.
Yes.
All right.
I'm Bonnie Stevenson, and as far as employment, I've been an executive secretary all of my life. I worked at a bank in Terra Chemicals and Illinois Central Gulf Railroad for about 10 years, and then I became a licensed independent agent, insurance agent, and my husband and I have worked in an office together until we both retired in his insurance office. Been at MAG, now Restoration Church, for 23 years, and currently serve as a red carpet coordinator, service staffer. So I got to...
You get to deal with Erin here soon.
I get to have Erin. Actually, we have a front door welcoming committee as well as a welcome center.
Yes.
Those who enter Restoration Church should feel welcome and enjoy the presence of the Lord in our services.
Very important. Yes. Okay, last but definitely not least, who are you?
I am Angie Helton, and I am Pastor Johnny's wife. And, we've been here since 2008. I think we are into our 16th year here at Restoration Church. I serve wherever needed, but you probably are going to see me. You probably won't see me serving a lot out in the front because I work a lot behind the scenes.
Yes.
And that's where I like to kind of be. But I like to make sure that things are planned and done and running smoothly. And so I also help to plan and head up the women's ministry here at Restoration Church. Share Fair is a huge part of that, so we're going to be sharing about that today.
Right.
And then one of the many other hats that I wear is I'm a teacher as well. I teach kindergarten. I've taught in Sioux City for the 16 years that we've been here. And it's my other half of my life.
Yeah,
So
very
I
good.
enjoy it.
Yeah, well, I want to say from pastoral side of things, thank you all for serving everything that you do. Those listening and or watching, if you don't serve yet, please consider doing so. It's very important, and we need you. Every department needs you. But you mentioned women's ministries, and Share Fair kind of falls under the umbrella of women's ministries. And so I'm just going to open this up. Y'all can jump in. Whoever's got a comment or whatever, you can do that. But we wanted to talk specifically about Share Fair. So I don't know who's going to answer this, but what exactly is Share Fair? If there's someone that comes to our church for the first time and they see a thing for Share Fair, and they come up to you and they say, "What is Share Fair? What's the response? What exactly is it? How do we describe it?"
Would you like for me to do that one?
Anybody?
Okay. It is definitely a ministry to the ladies here at Restoration Church. It's our yearly fundraiser for missions, and it is a themed event. It always has a theme, the decor, all of that. It's the $20 ticket covers your meal. It's usually a catered meal. We're being catered by Famous Dave's this year. And following the dinner, the fundraiser part is that we have a live auction, a silent auction. We have events that you can sign up for, and then a general store this year where you can purchase things and take home with you that night. And just so you'll know, that we can talk some more about this later, but the items that are auctioned at Share Fair are donated by those who attend, by anybody in our church. Any places in the community that we can get a donation for, we accept that. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But yeah, that's basically it, a dinner and an auction.
So all the money that's raised, what does it go towards?
Sure. So the money that is raised, we take that money, and around the first week of December, we will divide that up amongst our 70 missionary families that we support and send each of them a check for Christmas. And it can be used for their personal needs. It's not for their ministry, but it's just for their personal needs, whatever they need to use it for. And last year, I'll speak of this maybe a little bit more later too, but we raised enough that we were able to send our 70 missionary families about $140
Each family?
Each family.
That's amazing. And we do it in December strategically, correct? Because the holiday time,
Yes.
missionaries, just like everyone else, no matter where they're at, want to celebrate holidays or buy their kids gifts or whatever. And so, yeah.
And the cool thing is it's really not an expected thing. They don't really expect it, but when
That's
they get
cool.
it, it's such a blessing to them.
That's really cool. Have y'all heard from missionaries saying, oh, thank you, or...
Absolutely. We get more emails now as thank yous
Right.
than we get, paper thank you notes.
Yeah.
But yeah, once the money goes out into their accounts around the first or second week of December, the emails start coming in
Sure, yeah.
thanking us.
Yeah. So I will say, when I got hired here in 2021, and I got hired in August, so October, is it always in October?
Pretty much.
Fall, right? When it came up, I was like, what is this Share Fair thing? I mentioned Share Fair, and the staff just turned their heads. Like, you don't know what it is? And then I experienced my first one, 2021, and then I understood what it was. And as y'all know, my mom actually got to attend one last year, I believe. Was it last year?
It was the
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And it was just my mom, my aunt as well, and they still talk about it, by the way, and they want to come back,
Awesome.
and they want to bring more ladies with them. So
Are they coming to this one?
no,
Oh, darn.
sorry, sorry to disappoint. But I just wanted to let you know that, because you're doing a great job, because they want to come back and they want to bring more people. They had a really great time though. But I'm just curious about, and maybe our listeners are curious, or church members, maybe they have attended Share Fair, but what is the history of Share Fair? Like, when did it start? How long have we been doing it? Do we know how long it's been around?
Yeah, and I'll just go ahead and speak to that too, since
Sure.
I kind of had the records at home.
Yeah.
Share Fair began in 1978 at a lady's home. Chris Lowe held the first Share Fair at her house, and so it was a really small beginning, just a small group of ladies. But they continued to do that through 1991. They met in homes,
In different homes?
and just had shared a meal,
Yeah.
brought items to bid on or to silent auction. And then in 1992 is when Share Fair was moved to the church.
Okay.
And it became a bigger event. It
Sure.
became a themed event where, decor, lots of entertainment, fun stuff happening. And so it has, that has helped to boost the attendance, having it here
Absolutely.
at the church. And so the first one started in 78. We're holding our 45th one this year.
45, so it's a
45th.
milestone year.
It is a milestone,
Okay.
yes.
So, quick on the cuff question around the table. Can you remember your very first Share Fair you attended? What was the theme, if there was one?
Yeah.
You remember?
My first one was in 1997, and I believe the theme was Africa.
Okay. Yeah. Do you remember your first one, Aaron?
I think it was 2014 or 15. I don't remember.
You don't remember the year, but you remember the theme?
No, but I came and it was upstairs
Okay.
in the fellowship hall. Yeah.
We didn't have this area yet.
Correct.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
You remember your first one, Bonnie?
It'd been 2002, and we would have been in the basement or in the gym, the old gym, and it had something to do with outdoors, because there was a canoe up on the ceiling area, and how unusual to do that much decorating And we just had a wonderful time. They were selling a cake a month, is what I remember. So you could bid on whether or not someone would give you a cake a month and type of thing.
Interesting.
I really like that idea.
It's a great
Bring that
idea.
back.
Wait.
Take note of that. I'm assuming your first one was when you first got here,
So
right?
it was 2008, and if I remember right, the theme was a night aglow with ice and snow. I think that was the one. So it was all icy and wintry.
Sure. Well, my first one, thanks for asking, was 2021, my first year here. And if I remember correctly, it was Magnolia.
Yeah, the
What was the
Magnolia
name?
theme.
What was the official title?
Magnolia Market, I think.
Magnolia
Magnolia,
Market.
because we were
Yes.
Morningside Assembly of God.
MAG,
Mag.
Mag.
And so you captured on the Magnolia thing.
Yeah.
And then you had the men dress up as like Chip and
Chip
Joanna
Gaines,
Gaines.
yes.
Chip, yeah.
Yeah, you guys were the handymen.
Yeah. I really didn't do much.
You were
but
chip 3, I believe, chip
yeah,
2?
that's correct. We had
One, chip two,
t-shirts,
chip three.
t-shirts and everything. And so I was like, oh, so this is what's coming. And we'll get more into that too,
Yeah.
themes and stuff. But yeah, I didn't realize that it had been around that long. And you're exactly right that it's gotten, would you say it's only gotten bigger? Would y'all say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bigger and better.
Good answer.
So, I mean, we're pretty maxed out
Right.
in the gym. We can have
Sure.
144 ladies, and that's pretty much it.
So my next question is this only for Restoration Church ladies?
No, we invite friends, we
Sure.
invite family. We prefer just ladies.
Of course.
We did have a man one time by accident.
By accident?
I heard he was a great sport, and he didn't
Yeah.
bother him
Did
at
he
all.
not
Yeah.
know what he was signing up for, or
Right.
and he just came and
His wife had been given tickets, and they just came and
did he buy stuff?
Oh, yes.
I think. Yeah, I don't remember.
No.
I know that they left early.
Yeah. They enjoyed the meal.
She was more embarrassed.
they had
I
the
was like,
meal.
it was great. I don't.
We've really only had men the past, 5 years maybe?
Yeah.
3 to 5 years.
When
Yeah,
we-
so you're opening that can. So before, was it no men? So not necessarily no men allowed, but it was just known that it was a ladies thing, correct?
Yeah, it is a ladies thing though. Only.
It still is a
It still
ladies
is.
thing. But
So we opened it to the pastoral staff because they're
that's-
always helping us with everything,
Yeah.
setting up and everything. So we thought with that, let's see, I think it was the 50s
Mm-hmm.
theme where we wanted to have a soda shop. And so we had some of the pastors to dress
Sure.
up as the soda shop guys. And I think after that year, then we decided, we need to have, they kind of added,
Have them do
it's
something.
a good dynamic.
it's a good dynamic.
Yeah, it is.
So
Something different, right?
Except for when they try to bid against me.
yeah.
Prior to that, really, all the men were allowed to do was help us tear down at about 11 or 12 o'clock at night.
yes.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like the husbands not drop off, but like let the ladies have their night. Just go and have fellowship and a meal and spend money, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's for missionaries, right?
It's for missions, yes.
It's for a good cause, right?
Yes.
So speaking of themes, is there a theme this year? What is it?
Yeah. Would one of you ladies want to share that?
I'm super excited about
Yeah,
this
what is
one.
the theme?
Well, it's Western, and when I heard that, I was like pumped because it fits like 90s
Yeah.
country.
Hence our attire. I don't wear
auctions.
these just because. So
Yeah, auctions are like kind of country anyway.
Yeah.
They've always got like the cowboy hat. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. I've been pumped since I heard it. So
So the official name is Blue Jeans, Boots, and Barbecue.
I like it. And we're gonna eat barbecue, correct?
Absolutely, from
It's all gonna
Famous
fit.
Dave's.
Yeah. So when you talk about themes, and a lot of our viewers and our listeners have probably attended, but maybe those who haven't, y'all, I do nothing. Y'all go all out with decorations and centerpieces and people dress up, right? Also,
Absolutely.
I remember the Christmas year not that long ago. Was that last year?
yeah.
Yes.
Someone at this table went all out with her Christmassy outfit. I won't say who it was, but yes, and it was awesome. It just adds to the atmosphere.
Do you want me to
right?
like bring photos and be like,
I think we're gonna have one.
You have the capability to do that. So
You know,
with your permission, yeah. Were you
It's
saying
not
something?
uncommon for us to start thinking about next year's theme
Already?
as we're cleaning up.
oh, I am already stoked. I was stoked
I was gonna
about
say
it
you're
already.
probably already
Already.
thinking now, right?
So, Aaron, when did you start planning your outfit?
Immediately.
For the next year, yeah, always ahead, yeah.
Like the second it was over, I was like, yes, I can't wait for the next one.
Well, and then I guess you can write a theme. You just got to keep being creative, right?
Right.
It takes a while.
Right,
I'm assuming y'all start with like, oh, we could do this, this, or this, and just kind of narrow it down. So Share Fair is usually in October. By when do you already have that theme picked out? pretty ahead of time?
When do we start doing that?
I'm sure by spring we have.
Sure.
We
Well,
pretty
Well, I
much
was
have it
definitely
nailed
pestering
down.
you because I was like, I need to know.
Yeah.
Because I need
Because
to
y'all
know, like,
start
song
getting
stuff.
decorations and promo things pretty early.
As soon as
Otherwise,
we
it sneaks up on you.
Yeah, as soon as we decide it, we pretty much let it and be known so that people can start getting their outfits
Sure.
or we can start looking for decor.
Right.
I think summertime is when we usually start getting all the decor
Yeah.
Right.
ideas.
Starts to come
and being
together.
spot.
Yes. And then slowly it all comes together. People start dropping off things for share fair.
Yes.
Bonnie does that, correct? You kind of come by the church and organize things throughout the day,
Yes.
usually. Because these ladies are at school, and you, I mean, you're nearby too.
Oh, if she needs
Right,
help, I'm there.
right.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
There's a committee.
Yeah, y'all have it's a whole system. So who you see at this table, it's not just them. There's other ladies that do very important things. And so let's dig into Share Fair. What does the night look like? What are the different aspects? You touched on some of them, but you talked about a meal. That's usually the first thing, correct?
Correct. So we come in and we have our meal first. And then we want to give the ladies as much time as possible to go to the silent auction, which is the first thing that they will go to. So they can go to shop at the silent auction and at the general store, which is our Western themed area. And they can shop there for about an hour before the live auction starts.
Ooh, in the events.
Yes, and we will talk some more about the events
Sure,
too.
yeah.
Do you want me to talk about that right now?
Yeah, whatever.
or-
So there's
Okay.
a meal that they serve, and they eat in the student center. It's all decked out, and
Mm-hmm.
they eat, and then we give them time. And then when meal time's over, what's the next thing? We let them go into,
Okay.
right? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Is that how that
Bonnie,
works?
speak to the silent.
Yeah, go for it.
Right. The silent auction is available sometimes even ahead of the actual sit-down meal because it's part of the welcoming, if you will. We welcome them in to be able to begin some bidding and see what's available, that
Right.
type of thing ahead of time. The silent auction is probably just one of my favorite things
Yep.
because everyone can participate.
Yeah.
You can participate by donating, and everybody has some. I mean, even the men in the church can participate
This is
because
true.
a lot of men have craft things that they do that can be involved in the silent auction. But everybody can donate something and or bid. Suggestions are, of course, we would prefer new items. So you could go out the day before and buy something and bring it in and put it in the silent auction. However, you could also hit a mega sale or a clearance rack or, let's see, you could do a craft project. There's just so many options. We have folks that go out and go to retailers and ask for donations. Have we done that before? There's
We even
oh,
talked
there's-
about regifting.
yeah, oh, yes, the regifting. That's on the little list here of things. Regifting, just baked goods,
Yes.
personal things like that we can, we had people even bring in some, it was earlier last year, and we still had some vegetables from the garden and whatnot. So there's just every opportunity for everyone. That is the most exciting part, as I said, is that everyone can get involved.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why you would feel like, well, even if you're not there,
Right.
you say, oh, the October 18th, I just can't do that. Don't feel like you can't participate because you can, and still the whole purpose is, as we always say, it's all about missions.
Yes.
And we have one goal in mind, no matter how many songs we sing or fun things we do, the whole evening is all about missions and how we're blessing someone else in the process.
Yeah.
So that is how we try to keep our focus and,
Yeah.
oh, do I want to buy this? Yes, you do.
It's for missions. It's for missions.
It's
Buy
for
it.
missions.
Buy
by
the
all
turkey
means.
purse.
Bid
It's for
it up.
missions.
Should I, well, I've had,
Now I have to get it and be like, oh, Aaron, by the way.
sometimes we've had people say, oh, my friend just bid on that. Maybe I shouldn't bid, and I'll try to lean over their shoulder and say, yes, you should.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
By all means,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
for missions.
Yep. So silent auction, and then the other newer thing is what are you calling it? The general store this
General
year.
store.
So those are not that you bid on, correct? Those are just set priced items. Is that correct?
Okay, so silent auction, they can raise the bid by writing, crossing out the one
Yeah.
before. General store, I'll let Cindy tell a little bit about that.
Yeah, the general store is really one of my favorite places because, well, it's new. We've only had it for
Right.
maybe 3 years. And the types of items are very similar to what you might find in the silent auction. What I like about it the most is though they're pre-priced, so people who really don't like to bid on things, they
Right.
just cash and carry, or just take things like that. They might prefer to shop there. When you purchase an item or find one that you like, you just take it to the cashier and she'll total up your items and write that on your bidding card, and it will be added to your total at the end of the night with whatever else you decide to get. The items that you might see, should we talk about those real
Yeah,
quick?
do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Again, these are just like the silent auction. They're all donated items by ladies and men in our church or stores around town. Baked goods, breads, cakes, homemade canned items, homemade pickles.
Somebody make some spicy
Wink,
ones,
wink
please.
over there. Apple pie filling, salsa.
Yes.
I've seen bagged items where people have made multiple trail mix, caramel corn, Chex Mix,
People like edible things.
edible things
Yes.
go really well.
Something they can take home to their husband.
Yeah, right.
I may make some salsa this year. And maybe,
Hey.
yeah.
That would be
Can you make
awesome.
really spicy? Like
Yes.
really
He makes
ridiculously
very
spicy, and
spicy.
put like the craziest spicy for Aaron only?
Yes, I will.
Just kidding.
I will do that.
I would buy it.
Little things like jewelry, either handmade items or store-bought items that you purchased, essential oils, home decor, seasonal home decor, spa items, scrubs and lotions and everything ladylike. Local honey, we always have several
popular.
jars of local honey, which is so
popular.
delicious. That's the only honey I eat now. I love it. Tori has a beautiful display of houseplants.
Yes, she does.
which
She-
has, it's
They always
Magnolia roots.
sell-
yes, her magnolia roots.
Ladies love plants.
Awesome. Clothing, bags, scarves, cute office supply sets. I'm just thinking of all the things that I could think of over the years.
Things you want to
you
buy. Yeah.
purchased.
Kitchenware, and then this year we're going to have several Pampered Chef items that
That's
have
also
been
popular.
donated by Esther Kafton based on a party she had with some of us earlier on in the summer. So, anybody that is a vendor, if they sell things, sometimes they put out a little basket of things. A crafter. The sky's the limit.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
basically
we
you
have
can
some
find
really
anything.
creative people around here.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess we should have mentioned at the table there's name tag things, but it's also the bidding card. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's kind of how you add up how much they owe at the end of the night. Again, you have committees and other special ladies that do those, like the cashier. Very important, right? Very important.
Absolutely.
And so there's a lot that goes into that. So you have the silent auction, you have the general store is what you're calling it this year, and then the big highlight of the night is always what?
Well, the live auction, but also the events.
Yeah, let's
we
talk
need
about
to
that.
Talk about
seriously
that.
go because you need to get there a little bit early because the events go fast. I mean,
Okay.
we have game nights for women, we have couples game
Right.
nights, we have all kinds of things. And I have a beautiful friend who just says, that's how I buy my friends. And she's so much fun. Her name is Teresa, by the way.
Yes, she's
Just love her.
gifted in that.
And she's the game lady. It's game night lady. So anyway, so the game nights, if you have, like, for instance, I did one where we went and made wreaths at a place, and like I provided the, so it would be like, say it was like $30, and they pay the money for the $30 per person. I'm a little wild.
It's all right. Passionate.
$30 per person, say it was, and they get the wreath, the event of making the wreath, and then I got a drink and a snack for them, so they could pick like a coffee or whatever, and So then that money that goes for the events goes not for me to use to pay for it. It goes to the missionaries.
Yes.
So so then they can buy Christmas stuff for their
Yes.
kids or whatever for themselves when normally they probably wouldn't be spending the money on themselves. So I think it's really nice, and that's what I'm really excited about.
So the events, it's on a marker board, correct?
Yes,
It's
and
like on
there's
a big
tons
board?
of different things.
Yeah,
So like
and-
people can
yeah.
say there's people who take people on shopping trips.
Yes.
And if you have any ideas of things you want to do, or be
Right.
like, maybe I could do this, but I don't know if I have time this year, you can still do it right up into the auction. Like,
Yeah.
I plan that my game night in March, which is way after it, you know? Some people plan like a pool party.
Like Johnny and I
Yeah.
are hosting a pizza
Yes.
and
Pizza
a
and
bowling,
bowling.
party, and I've waited until like the first weekend of October to to have this event. So I said that I could take 5 couples,
Yeah.
and it's like $20 per
Yep.
couple,
Yep.
and they pay that $20 to share fare to missions. But then Johnny and I pick up the cost of the pizza and the bowling, and so it's just a fun night of fellowship
Fellowship
and raising money for
and
missions.
helping missions.
And it's neat to get to know different people that way, you know.
Yes.
So that's why, like I said, it's important to kind of get there a little bit earlier because it fills up. My game night usually, I'll have a bunch of extra spaces and I'll let you fill it up like more because we could probably fit them. But like some of them fill up really fast, so you need to be really quick and get there and do it.
Right.
And
That's the
it's
first thing I
also-
go to. I come in and I'm like,
Well, a lot of people
Events.
do.
Yeah.
They go and they're on the phone calling
Yep,
people saying,
yep.
"Hey,
Do you
want
wanna
to sign
go?
up for
I know.
this?" And they'll sign
I
people
know.
up for it.
That's so
it's so
exciting.
fun.
It's nice
so
to
fun.
have those early, but sometimes we just have ladies come the night of. We have cards sitting out or little brochures that you can fill out your
Put
own.
it together.
Yeah, hey, like I
Make
could
one
go.
right on the spot. Hey, I could do this. I don't know what date it'll be, but you can pick the date, and it doesn't have to work for everybody. You just pick the date that works for you.
Some
Literally,
people
it doesn't matter.
Probably prefer to spend money on something like that than a trinket or a
Yeah.
whatever. And
Like
that's awesome. There's
$10,
something for
15.
everybody.
Yep.
So I wanted to say something else. You gave some great ideas about events. I had listed some here that we've had in the past.
Yeah.
And it might give somebody an idea if they want to host something. But we have brunches. Bonnie usually always. What is yours? That you
Brunch with
call?
Bonnie, is that what it's called?
Brunch, but it isn't always in the spring.
But it fills up super fast. Pool parties. Wanda has a pool party. You have pool party usually. Shopping trips. Bowling and pizza, which is ours. Cindy and I have hosted a nail party before where they come and get Color Street nails. We show them how to do that and have a snack, of course, while they're there. Bread making, game nights, bunko nights. And like I said, if you think you want to host an event, you can just come and talk to me, talk to
Yeah.
one of us. We can make up a cute little sign-up sheet with a picture on it, get it on the event
Yeah.
board. And if you don't do that ahead of time, that's okay. We can fix it up that night and get it on the wall for you.
And then Angie will provide you with the paper with all the people's phone numbers.
Yes.
When she's ready for it.
Again, they put all that together
so
too.
it's so you don't have to worry
like a
about
well-oiled
anything.
machine, really.
Yeah.
Can
really
I say
impressive.
one more thing about the events?
Absolutely.
Events, other than the live auction is our biggest
Yeah.
moneymaker of the night. But the events it's the second biggest moneymaker of the night.
I was shocked.
Seriously. Last year, the event board brought in $3,700.
Just the event board.
And like live auction was like 4,000 something, but just the events was 3,710.
It's amazing.
Yes. So we need lots of events.
Yes, lots
We
of
need more
events.
events.
Let's make it more than the live auction this year.
That would be amazing.
Maybe Johnny can do like a Bigfoot spotting party or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's-
Or Bigfoot watch night.
There we
But
go.
it's so fun because then you can get together with other women and do things, or even couples nights.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
things.
that
It's
incorporates men too, 'cause there's
yeah,
couples,
you can
yeah.
get to know more people, branch out. It's nice.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. So, but you have the events, the silent auction, and then the big thing of the night is the live auction, and y'all save that for the end.
We do. It's about the last hour. So people donate gift baskets that are just amazing, full of all kinds of, themed, like it could be a fall basket, a Christmas basket, decor, blankets, books, candles. What else? Some people have donated pictures for the wall, like maybe some kind of graphic art. We had some snowmen last year and Santa Clauses. Jewelry gets donated. We have a jeweler
Yeah, jewelry.
that donates like the real stuff.
Diamond
like
Those are
diamonds.
those are
Diamond
Yes,
earrings
diamond earrings.
that Aaron got one year. I really, really wanted, but I couldn't.
those are fun to watch get auctioned. The
Yeah.
jewelry.
They can get wild.
What
Yeah.
else do we have?
There was Botox one year.
A Botox gift certificate.
All kinds
Can you
of stuff.
believe that?
Yeah.
massages.
I do
Yeah.
believe it.
Services are great. So if anybody has
services.
any ideas of services that people can,
Yeah, so
you
that
know,
was another thing that
donate.
gets auctioned.
Yeah, so those are things that you could donate. People could donate, and also if you know a business or you have a business or you know other business owners, well enough, you could possibly ask them or donate something from your business. You know,
Yeah.
like a service or an item or whatever. You know, and
Our goal is to have about 35 of the larger items that we put on the live auction. And then anything that does not go in the live auction usually goes in the general store.
Sure.
Or some of it may go on the silent auction. We just kind of have to make those decisions
Yeah,
really quickly.
that was a question I
sometimes.
had too. Was how do you decide if it's live auction? Is that your committee again that y'all kind of
Yeah.
decide?
Bonnie and her ladies really helped with that last year. You know, the items we have people bring them in the week of Share Fair. So anytime that Sunday before through Wednesday, bring it in, and then Bonnie and her team kind of like get everything laid out. They pick out the things that are the larger items. You've done it long enough that you kind of know
I have a great committee,
what's going to be.
great committee.
good live
We
auction.
rely heavily on one another.
But we kind of, and then we kind of leave some, like we might pick out like maybe 25 to 28 of the items that we know that we
Sure.
want to live auction. And then sometimes in the next few days, some more items will come in that we want to put on the live auction. So we'll,
Yeah,
spots.
some things I remember. I've only been to a few, but I remember there was Lauren Daigle tickets one year.
Yeah.
Tickets to a Lauren Daigle concert, and
I got those and I couldn't go because I got COVID. Oh, no. I know. But somebody else got to go in my place.
I do remember also another lady in our church who maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but she offered to come cook a meal for you. Is that correct? Was that a live auction
Yeah.
item?
oh, somebody randomly did it like at the last second. It was Teresa.
Yes.
Sanchez has done them.
She's done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Said I'll come to your house and cook a
Yeah.
whole meal for
Yeah.
up to 6
And
people.
auction that off. And
Yes.
then she'll
Yeah.
she'll pay for the food and come and
Yep.
do it at your house.
Very cool.
I know.
Yeah.
Right at your house.
Pretty awesome. So
You have
just
a dinner
it's
party and you have a private chef.
a lot of creativity.
Very creative.
A lot of creativity
Yeah.
goes into that.
I will also say, when my aunt and mom were there, they had never experienced Share Fair, and you gave them you gave them like near the front so they could see all the action. And they started, live auction starting, and it started with the candy apples, which are very,
Yes.
very popular. They're not candy, or are they chocolate? What are they?
What is it? Chocolate,
Chocolate and caramel.
apples.
Yes.
They're-
Yeah.
I've yet to eat one, but I hear nothing but amazing things about them. And so, like, again, it's for missions.
Crazy.
What
Well,
are
You need to
missions?
be having Tori bid on it then, so you can. Get
Yeah.
one. Okay.
And so, it's all for mission. So we keep that in perspective, like, yes, it's ridiculous to pay $70 for an apple, but it's not ridiculous to help out missionaries. You know what I'm saying?
For themselves.
It's
for
a
Christmas
paradigm
gifts.
shift
I
when you
mean,
think
it's
about
like-
an
It really
auction.
is.
You're trying to
Yeah.
get it
So-
as inexpensively as you can.
Yeah.
But
So like a tray of apple crisp might go for $80,
Yes.
and then this beautiful basket might only go for 35.
It's so true.
Go figure that
People
out,
are like
you
the
know.
food. Oh, somebody made something.
But y'all started with an apple, and like, okay, $40, and my aunt, her mouth just dropped, like, and then it went all the way up to like, I don't know,
Probably
80.
over
and she
probably
was
over
like,
higher.
gosh, she told me later, she's like, is there gold in that apple or something? And I said, no. I said, it's for missions. It's for missions, And so they still, like I said, they still talk about it and doing a great job. But speaking of the auction, an important role of the auction is the person doing the auctioneering. And we have one of those people here at this table.
Yeah.
So
Yay, Aaron.
what can a person expect when it comes time for
Well,
auction time?
I'll just kind of give you a taste of what
Please
can
do.
happen. So I'll
Please.
be like, out in the country, past the city limit sign, where there's an auction on down the county line. The joint starts jumping every night, or Friday night when the sun goes down. We got bidding women, music and stuff. It's where all the cowgirls go doing the boot scooting boogie.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Stuff like that can happen. It's really
You can't hear it, but there's an applause sound effect. So I put it right there. Okay?
I don't feel so weird.
Yeah, but Aaron is one of the auctioneer people, and y'all have you have 2 or 3. How many?
Oh, just one.
Nope,
She's
one.
the
Just one.
entertainment.
It
Sure.
used to be
Yeah.
3,
I
and then
remember
they
multiple.
tried. I don't know if it would just went
well, we
faster.
pared down the number of items that were
Yeah.
auctioned.
Okay.
True, it was a lot
But
of
I just
stuff.
love how it sets the tone.
Oh, definitely.
sets the tone for the whole auction.
The atmosphere in the room just elevates
Yeah.
when it comes
I'm
time
like,
for
here we
auction.
go.
No pressure. No pressure, Aaron, but it's just really cool.
We make a lot of noise too. We have noisemakers
Oh
on the
my
tables
gosh.
and everything, so it's a lot of fun.
Anyone who's in the room, it really is fun. It's a fun time. Again, all for missions, right?
That's right.
And it's really great. But y'all have done this for a long time. Or have there been any like memorable moments, maybe a mishap, or maybe an item that was kind of, I don't know, interesting that didn't quite, I don't know, awkward moments or anything memorable you can think of? Maybe even the themes, a funny costume or a skit. I can see that y'all all have answers. Just
Who wants to go first?
do it. Yeah.
I remember a mariachi band.
Really?
It was Tony and Bill and
Can we bring that back, please?
somebody else.
Love that.
And
You
it,
could be a
it
part
must
of
have
it.
been one of our. I don't even remember what the
remember the
theme was
theme,
for
yeah.
sure,
I
but
can see them though. I can
yeah,
see them playing.
sombreros and tuxedos, and I think Bill was playing a trumpet or something, and
Were they good?
mildly
That's a-
good.
okay,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah,
Okay.
not too bad.
That's not a yes, but
I can remember, I think it might have been the year that we had the ice and snow theme, that we had fake snow blowing as the ladies came in the door and
Great idea.
the snow ran out before everybody even pretty much got here.
not everyone got the experience.
They
huh?
didn't get to experience it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the year we had a hay bale?
Oh,
Straight
that's a
from the-
memorable experience.
Straight from the field,
Uh-huh.
and a
Yes.
snake or two slithered
Really?
out.
Absolutely, yes.
I think I sat on that.
It was in the photo area. Yeah. So you may have.
Oh my gosh.
That will not happen this year.
Who spotted the snake?
No hay.
Was it like someone taking a picture and
No, it was earlier in the evening.
Oh, okay.
Like right before people were coming.
so did y'all say before, hey, just so you know, there's a couple snakes somewhere. Let us know if you see it
there may or may
throughout the
not
night.
There may have been more. We don't know.
That's funny.
We don't know.
Oh.
What else? What are you? You've been to several share fairs. You're one of my memories.
You're one of my memories.
What?
the fabulous 50s theme.
Yeah, talk about that.
Oh,
Talk about
yes.
that.
She is a championship
Yes.
hula hooper.
Yes.
Really?
And she got up on the stage and hula hooped
I remember
for us,
that.
and
Loved
it
to
was
hula hoop.
It was so
amazing.
good.
It was
Yeah.
amazing. That was a lot of fun.
Things you didn't expect you'd ever get to do in your church. It was a blast. It was a blast.
That's great.
Was that the year? Go ahead.
No, that was it.
Was that the year you had Elvis too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pastor Ben was Elvis.
Yeah.
I was not here, so what did he do? Did he have a whole act, or was it just one song? Or
It was a short monologue and a song or two.
Yeah. He had
I
his
can see that.
hair all slicked back and had his sideburns and
Did he sing like Hound Dog, nothing but Hound Dog, or something like that?
honestly
Likely.
can't remember. Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so.
You know, Johnny's learning how to play guitar. Maybe you can have him do a song.
Maybe some year
We should do a
will.
Hawaiian theme. Make him do the ukulele.
That's a great idea.
Hawaiian theme and have him, you know, with a grass skirt and.
He wouldn't
no.
do that.
No, but
He
like
wouldn't do
another thing
that.
about the auctioneering, it's just not just like the singing that I mean,
Sure.
that's just a random thing that
Yeah.
possibly happens. It's mostly like
Sure.
really wild.
Oh yeah, these ladies go crazy for stuff, and they go crazy seeing other ladies go
Yes.
crazy, going crazy. Like it's a good crazy. like
100, give me 110, 110, give me 120.
yes,
Yes.
And that's what's really fun because you think, seriously, it cannot go that much higher. And then you get somebody on one side of the room and somebody else
That's
on
the
the
fun
other.
part.
It is
Yeah.
totally. You think, what are you doing? And then they'll holler back and forth
Yep.
to each other, literally. Is your husband gonna like
Yeah.
this or not? You really shouldn't bid again. And they go, yes, I will.
that's funny.
Oh, last year there was a piece of, not last year, before that, there was a piece of jewelry and it matched this lady's outfit perfectly. And I was like, girl, this is yours. You know, somebody's bidding against her. I was like, are you really going to let her happen? Like, let that happen. And she did not let it happen. She won it.
She wanted it.
She was going to get it. And I was like, it was made for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to say too, we got to watch out for the pastors that are there that night because they have bid cards too somehow.
We do.
And yeah, and like Johnny, I gotta watch him because he'll be holding that thing up in the bid.
I know.
Trying to get the bid up, and then pretty soon
And
he's
then
gonna end
you-
up with it.
And then he
Last
ends up with a
year,
spa
yeah.
basket.
Last year we had a bidding war, and I was like, "You're not going to win. I'm the auctioneer. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are.
That's funny.
And I'm in the back doing this to Bill.
Stop."
Well,
I'm
like, because
"Really?
there's
You
always
wanna
like
go?"
a pair of Huskers tickets to a football
Yeah.
game, and we're like, Bill, you know.
But
and-
I'm like, why is Johnny bidding on a spa basket? You know? I I don't know.
Help you out.
He wants
for
the
missions.
fingernail cleaner thing.
For missions. For missions. Yeah, it's just a really fun thing, and I've really enjoyed watching it. And I asked Bill, our executive pastor, this question today because I wanted to make sure this was true. But I asked him, I said, would you say that Share Fair is the one-time event that raises the most for anything missions related? And he said, oh yes, absolutely. And then he said that there is a close second. He said, I do a dance recital once a year, and that's a close second.
Where is this and how do I get tickets? Because I want to go.
And I said, I'm gonna mention that in the podcast now. So.
That could be an event.
Oh gosh.
We might have to put it up
Auction
there
event?
now.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Bill. Pastor Bill, I'm so sorry.
$10 a ticket.
Unlimited
20.
sign up.
20.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
unlimited.
What have I done? I'll edit this out.
We're doing it.
But yeah, so it's compared to any other thing we do missions related, this one by far surpasses in funds that we raise for missionaries and their families, which is amazing.
The other thing it does is involves almost everyone in the church. And so often we have groups of activities that, you have a life group, and that's for this group of people. That this puts their arms wide and incorporates the entire congregation, and there's a lift, as you said, in the entire, well, how did it go? And everybody's, oh, yay, this is a great thing to do. So there's interest, not just from the committees that are involved, or oh, well, they did this, they got this much money, but there's guys are thinking, let's see, what could my wife bring along, or there are conversations had, how much can we as a family donate in some way to make Share Fair a really big blast this year. So that's it's unifying.
It is. The other thing I like about it is I personally am a big believer in as much what I call cross-generational fellowship as possible. What do I mean by that? I mean a young person, maybe a teenager with a middle-aged person, with an older senior citizen, and you see that at Share Fair. You see moms and daughters, whether that's moms and their adult daughters or young moms with their young daughters. And it's just amazing that it continues.
And what's really cute is the girl, like their daughters have a bid card, and they're learning to bid
so it's like,
on
you
things
got
they
it?
want.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so cute.
keeping that. Those are your next, auctioneers and your
Yes.
future,
Yes.
That's them, And it's just really cool to see that. We have a life group, and our ladies, they come attend together. And like I said, mother-daughter pairs and siblings, and we mentioned it earlier, but it's not just our ladies at this church. We have ladies from around the community that come. Maybe they used to attend and no longer attend, but they still come to Share Fair. It's on their calendar. So really, really awesome. I really like seeing like what y'all come up with themes and your creativity. Because let's be honest, women are a lot more creative than men. If we try to do this, like, I don't know.
We just do it for you.
Basically, it'd basically be all our wives and ladies giving us advice, and we take the credit for it. Let's be honest. But it's really cool, and I really applaud all the work you do. I don't think people realize how much work it is. And so, really important question. Let's say a lady says, "I'm in. I want to go." How do they go? Where do they get tickets, or how do they acquire those?
All right, tickets go on sale this Sunday. And so you can purchase them online at rcag.org through the events part of the website. I believe at probably 12:01 a.m. on Sunday morning is when that goes live. And
start.
I'm serious that my phone is
They
going
go
to start
fast.
going off with people buying tickets because it sells out fast.
They go fast.
You can buy them online or at one of the three services this next Sunday. You can purchase them before church or after church. And like I said, they're $20, and we have 144 places. And we sell out every year.
And I've been telling a lot of people, so like a lot of
Yes.
people not from our church as well are
yeah.
aware and want to come,
Yeah,
It's
so
a very,
here's one thing too. I mean, like if we sell out, that means that all of our chairs are full, and that's the max we can put at the tables. But people they're welcome to come to the live auction. So if there's not a spot for you at the table for the food, just come for the live auction. I believe that usually starts around 7:30. So they can come and still be a part of the live auction and the silent
market
auction
and
and
the
the
silent
market.
auction.
All of
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
So so if we say we're sold out, well, please come still to the
Say
other
like
things.
7-ish then.
7-ish, yeah,
Yeah.
because you want to
7.
shop
Yeah.
or even,
And events and yeah.
absolutely, yeah, that'll be great.
Right. And then y'all usually set it up starting like the Wednesday of that week. It takes a few days to get all the decorations and things set up, correct?
It does. So we're going to do the same thing we did last year. We're going to have the table. We're just going to be setting up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just a little bit each
Sure.
evening. Bonnie and her crew can come
So
during
you
the
don't
day.
show up Thursday the night before only.
There's no way.
No.
No way.
I knew the answer to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes a lot of work.
It
behind
was
the
really
scenes.
neat to come in. I came in last time because Angie had mentioned something about, I don't know if I wanted to help or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I came in and everybody already had their jobs and everybody was like they were just doing, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, I'm gonna go. I was like, there's nowhere. Everybody just was like, they just know what they're doing, you know. And I was just gonna be in the way. It's
pretty
so I just
great.
kind of like looked around at stuff. I was like, kind of, casing the area so I know what to do.
That's right.
You know?
Looking at the stuff.
Gotta know where I'm going with this. Gotta
Yeah.
know what I'm doing. All right.
Yeah.
But Angie, you always have all of the centerpieces that fit the theme for the evening, and then we do all of that ahead of time too.
Yeah,
Make
we'll,
sure that
get the table set up, get the centerpieces on, and then it takes quite a while to set up the the silent auction in the general store, make it look cute and pretty, and then, just kind of wait to see what all's coming in and where we're going to
Sure.
place it. So it takes
Yeah.
quite a while.
Yeah. So I asked if y'all remembered your first one, what the theme was. I'm gonna go around again, and can you remember maybe a favorite theme you had, just because it was your, I don't know, forte or something, or maybe one that just was a memorable year? Can y'all remember maybe your favorite theme you've had or a recent?
For me, it's now.
I was gonna say
it's
yours is
100% now.
Hasn't happened yet, but you already know. It's your
I am
favorite.
like, this is, it just fits country, Western, auction because I'm the auctioneer,
Sure.
so I can just fit 90s country songs into it
Yep.
and just change the words to certain things I want. And
Yep.
so that's what I've been doing. It's been,
Well, I'll answer my question too. So my favorite that I've been a part of was your Christmas theme. I don't remember the title of it. What was the official title?
Was that Christmas at Magnolia last year?
sounds right.
Was it last year?
And I'll tell you why it was easy. It's because my job the past few years has been to be in the booth to do music and stuff. That was easy. Okay, Christmas
It
music.
was fun.
But whenever it's like the theme is sunshine, I'm like, that limits my library a little bit of
Right.
stuff.
and then I was like, can you do part of a song,
Right.
because, so what I do is I kind of like, once I find out what the theme is, I kind of just, I'm like, all right, God, just kind of give me some songs, and I just kind of
Yep.
go about my day and do whatever I want, and, just do whatever I need to do. And then randomly throughout the rest of the year, I will get songs, and
Yeah.
then I'll be texting them to myself, and then I'll be trying to figure it out and change words, and I'm like, God, this one, no, okay, not, all right, yeah, So anyway, so whatever comes out, and like, you like it or you don't. That's
We
what you
can't
get.
wait.
That's what you get. So it's cool though, because I can't remember what the song was last year, but I was like, can you do this? Because I thought that'd be really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So there might be something like that this year, and there may not.
Well,
be.
the other reason was because you always have entertainment while they eat, whether it's a video. My first year, Stacy and Jeff Swick put together like a
Like a Chip and Joanna.
a
Yeah,
rip
it
off
was
of, and it
cute.
was really fun
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah.
And then the Christmas year, you're like, can you give me something? And so I was like, I have the perfect thing. And we played the Charlie Brown Christmas,
Yeah.
which is a personal favorite. And who doesn't love Christmas, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
that was
it was
great.
perfect. Yeah,
Christmas
I
and
loved it.
fall tend to be easier for us
Yeah,
as far as
that's-
planning goes.
The endless options for decorations and stuff like that, right?
Whatever Hobby Lobby has, right?
They usually have it all year round anyway.
They do.
We had a football theme one year
Yep.
too.
Let's
we all wear
tailgate.
that's tailgate, so we had
Fun.
referee shirts on, and that was a really fun.
I think the Magnolia series that we had, the Magnolia Market, the Christmas at Magnolia, and then Sunflower Days at Magnolia
Yes.
have been some of my favorite because I think those are the 3 years where we have started the market or the general store area,
that was-
and that was just a fun addition and just cute decorations. So
Yeah. Any memorable ones stand out to you? That you remember?
Not as far as themes go, but here's a memory I want to say.
Yeah, do it.
Every year when things are coming in, or maybe they're not coming in as quickly as we'd like them to, I get this little angst in my stomach thinking, oh my goodness, nobody's going to bring anything and we're not going to have anything to do. And time after time after time, it never fails. We surpass a goal, we reach a goal, more things come in, and God has just supplied everything that we needed. It's always just overwhelming for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, last year, just for example, it's a max of 144 ladies, if they all show up. Out of 144 ladies last year, we raised our top amount ever. So, in one night, within just a couple of hours, 144 ladies, we raised, let me find it on my sheet here, it was over $13,500 in 2 hours with 144 ladies.
Word.
Yeah. And so I would say in the past, I don't have records from when it first began, but in my records that I do have from the past 33 to 34 years, I think it's way over 250,000 that we've raised with Share Fair.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. All for missions.
All
For
for missions.
And
For them to use on
restoration.
themselves, because usually they use
Yes.
their money
Yes.
for their mission, and I
Yeah.
just think it's kind of cool that they can.
It's for them.
yeah,
right?
that they
Yeah.
can. I mean, who knows if they all will? But
Sure.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's just sweet. I think it's
Restoration
really
Church or Morningside has always been such a missions-minded church, and I really do believe that's why the Lord has really greatly blessed us because of events like this. It's not, and there's nothing wrong with doing events or fundraisers for internal things, right? For a ministry or whatever. But this is awesome that it's for missions, and it just makes people want to participate and be part of it, and that's really awesome. Well, ladies, thank you so much for giving us some of your time. Y'all are busy. Y'all do a lot. I hope this wasn't a terrible experience. I hope you'll come back next year. Maybe we'll do this every year before.
Did you
Share
hit
Fair.
record?
Yes. Yes, we got it. Nope, we got to start over.
Oh, no.
No, but thank you all so much. And people listening and or watching, if you're a lady, please come to Share Fair this year. What's the date? October
18th.
Friday.
Friday,
Get
October
there
18th.
about 5:30.
Yeah, 6 o'clock is dinner time. The dinner bell
Yep.
rings at 6 o'clock, so come early
Yeah.
so you can shop and bid on the silent auction items. And then please donate items for Share Fair.
Yeah, donate stuff.
Make a
Doesn't happen
basket.
if you don't donate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what's the other thing we always say, Cindy? Don't go home.
With money in your purse.
Yes, if you come, spend it or give it as a donation. And your husband says it's okay to use the credit card.
That's right.
Hey, so, quick question. We do accept card payments, right?
Yes, we do cash, credit, debit, checks. Yeah, and I'll just say that pretty much 90% of everybody pays that night. If you need a couple of weeks, like to get the money, you can, we send out a little statement showing what you've got, maybe what you've paid, maybe you didn't get these things paid for. We'll send that out in the mail. And, if you can at least get the money in by the 1st of December, then we can get the checks to our missionaries.
Yeah. And it's just really important to make sure you write down on your sheet all of like the events that you sign up so you know it for yourself as well. And then, what you
Right.
buy in so you kind of just.
Gosh, my poor
Yeah.
mom. Oh, I was so stressed getting hers added up. I'm like, but she got it, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully she'll come back.
Yeah. Our MCs, Charity and Meredith, do a really great job of explaining how
very-
to
That's-
record
yes.
everything.
Very good.
Yes.
So we'll walk them through it.
We didn't go through every single lady. There's no way, but there's
yeah.
a lot of very
Yeah.
important ladies and roles that night. So thank you, any lady who takes part of it, whatever it is. Thank you, because it's a lot. We couldn't do it without you. So,
Absolutely.
all right. Well, thank you again for stopping by. Thank you everyone for listening and or watching. Please come to Share Fair this year or next year or both. Right?
All of
That's
it.
right.
Thanks for listening, and be sure to follow Restoration Podcast on Spotify and Apple. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe.